Hello Year 7, so I've just got another little video I'm going to make just to talk you through top-heavy fractions and mixed numbers, okay, just in case you've been struggling with this. So, fractions, we all know fractions are things like that. I like to talk about pizza or cake when I'm talking about fractions. So this is my cake. I've got a nice round cake. I could cut that into two pieces. If I took one of those pieces, I would be taking half of the cake because I've taken one out of the two pieces. I could have, oh no, I might leave that. Or I could have a cake and I could cut it into three pieces and I could take two of those pieces. Then I've taken 2/3 of the cake because it's two out of the three pieces. So they're basically what fractions are, and you've done some equivalent fractions. So now today what we're going to be talking about is top-heavy fractions. So this is where I've not just got one cake. Okay, I'm going to do a bake sale. And so instead of one cake, I've got two cakes. Okay, now these two cakes, I'm going to cut them up into pieces ready to sell. I'm going to cut them up into eighths, mainly because it's nice and easy to cut my cakes up into eighths. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I colour in one, if one of my customers comes along then, and they've got a large family, and they've got 10 people in their family, and they want to buy a piece of cake, and a piece of these cakes, for each member of their family. Okay, so they need 10 slices of cake, so they need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they've taken 10 slices of cake out of, each cake was only cut up into 8 pieces. So that's 10 out of the 8 pieces. So you can see it's more than a whole, because 8 eighths was a whole. I've got an extra 2. Okay. I could also say that instead of getting 10 eighths of a cake, they bought one whole cake and 2 eighths of another cake. So can you see they're the same thing? They're just two different ways of writing the same problem. Okay, I'm going to do another couple of examples and see if it helps make sense. Okay, so I'm still going to talk about cake. So again, I've got my bake sale. This time, they're only small cakes. Okay, so they look big, but they're only small. And I'm going to cut these cakes into 3 pieces each. Okay, so each of my 3 cakes is cut into 3 pieces. So in total, although I've got 3 big cakes, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of cake. Okay, so 9 pieces, and each cake is cut into 3. So that is the same as 3 whole cakes. Yeah, can you see that's 3 cakes? 1, 2, 3. Each cake cut into 3 pieces. That's your bottom number, your denominator, and then the top number, how many pieces there are. Okay, so now my customer is going to come along. And my customer this time has got, still a reasonably large family. They're going to have 4 people in their family. So they want to get 4 pieces of cake. So they're going 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of cake. So they've got 4 pieces of cake, and each piece of cake is 1/3 of the whole cake. So they've got 4/3, or I could say they've got all of this cake and 1 piece of that cake. So they are the same. Okay. Hopefully that little bit there is enough for you to understand a little bit how top-heavy numbers and mixed numbers work. Okay, I think pictures really, really help. I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay, as my explanation, I'm going to leave just that, and I will do some more videos on how to change between the two over the weekend and send it to you. Okay, but as long as you can understand that, I'm happy. Okay.